is the Texas weather discussion video for February the 26th on Tuesday. I'm Donovan Neal. Very nice weather today. Might see some showers tomorrow afternoon, but the better chance of rain remains on Thursday, and then the weekend turns mostly brutally cold, and could some of that cold turn into some winter precipitation for later this weekend into early next week? Well, let's take a look at our upper air map across the continental United States. Most of the United States in a zonal flow from west to east, which is causing a very slow, benign weather flow right now. And here's the visible satellite view. As advertised, we've been mostly cloudy for much of the day. Even maybe see some breaks in the clouds for parts of the Red River counties, but that's really about it. Across the metro this afternoon, temperatures very comfortable. Been a very nice day today. Managing the 60s for much of north central Texas. Out west near Abilene, mostly managing the mid 70s in that area. Around the nation, the coldest air remains up north, and of course we'll see some of that breaking into the south with a new cold front coming through this weekend. But we'll talk about it in a second. Watch warning map. Winter weather advisories in effect for parts of the Rockies, parts of the Great Lakes, and also some parts of the northeastern United States. But down here, winter weather advisories in effect for parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri, where they could see some ice all day tomorrow. But down here in Texas, we remain quiet. On the convective outlooks, we'll have a marginal risk of severe storms for areas near Houston, Galveston, and areas near Mobile, extending towards Mobile, Alabama. On day 2 tomorrow, no organized severe weather is expected anywhere across the nation. And on day 3, we have a marginal risk of severe storms, I'd say from around the southeast of Jackson, Mississippi, through areas near Savannah, Georgia. Average precipitation for the next 7 days, valid through Wednesday afternoon of next week. Heaviest totals remain off in California, and down here, less than 1/100 of an inch. Anything that we see for the rest of this week, even towards this weekend, will mostly be very light. So let's go on to a model output. This is the 06Z run of the GFS. This is the 18Z run of the GFS, valid tomorrow afternoon at noon. At 500 millibars, this is the upper air look at around 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground. You can see we have a very zonal flow for much of the continental United States, and down here, like I said, 1036 millibar high, trying to push some cold air in here, but we're not quite there yet. It'll stay mostly cloudy for most of the day, with highs in the mid-60s tomorrow. We could squeeze out a few showers before Thursday, and then Thursday we will definitely see a few showers at times. Again, not a widespread rain event, but rain at times. With that cold front coming through early Thursday morning, we'll be in the mid-40s later today, but we might see some sun come out. And on Friday, pretty much the same deal. We do continue to dry, but we'll mostly feature a mixture of sun and clouds. We warm back into the low 60s, though. But then Saturday is when March the 2nd is when things actually get interesting. We could see some rain at times during the afternoon hours. Maybe a few showers here and there as that cold front comes through and keeps us down into the mid-40s on Saturday. It should be a mostly chilly day with that Arctic front coming through. And then Sunday, this is where global models have been all over the place on Sunday. For Sunday, this run of the GFS keeps Sunday mostly dry. Again, above freezing. Highs in the upper 30s with this GFS run. But let's take a look at the European on the same time frame. It's got a different opinion here. It shows a mix of rain and snow for parts of the DFW Metroplex and in north central Texas. And earlier runs of the European was actually showing actual wintry mix for much of north central Texas and the surrounding areas. And the freezing line to the south of where it is now. And let's go, just for funsies, let's go to the Canadian model. It actually shows a little bit of a wintry mix near the Red River counties and parts of north central Texas Sunday evening. So the bottom line is, the question is, will we see some wintry weather or not? And the bottom line is, we don't know. Since some of the models And since most of the models have been latched onto this idea, we'll go ahead and add in a small chance of wintry precipitation for Sunday afternoon, evening, even into some parts of Monday morning, as temperatures will most likely experience a hard freeze between Sunday and Monday. So, but obvious there's always some uncertainties in this forecast, so be sure to take frequent looks at the forecast as it will change. And here's Monday of next week. Monday, same thing, pretty much the same deal. The GFS actually keeps DFW, much of Texas, dry, and the European pretty much says the same deal as well. And if we see run-around consistency with this dry slotting, we'll take any chances of wintry mix out of the forecast for Monday. But there's a pretty good chance that much of North Texas could stay in the below the freezing mark for Monday of next week. So, like I said, be sure to watch out for that. Here's a week from today, Tuesday, the 5th of March. You can see we have troughing in the Great Lakes, and down here, we have the upper high located in the Central Plains, and we stay dry and very cold. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday, the 8th day of March. You can see we have a pattern flip here, troughing in the west. We have a zonal flow here, and down here that looks pretty dry. But you can see from the numbers for the next 15 days coming off the European, we stay mostly mild for the rest of this week, and then once we hit Sunday, we head into the 40s, and then we turn sharply cold from there. And for the early part of next week, we could some places could actually see the 20s. Which is very brutally cold for this time of the year, and then we warm back into the 60s for mid-March. Now let's take a look at the 6 to 10 day outlook coming off the Climate Prediction Center, and notice the deeper blue gradient for much of the continental United States. That's suggesting way below average temperatures for early March, and we'll definitely feel that here in North Texas. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video here. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video. I'll have more notes in the blog. Next video will be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.